Welcome to FDS MTG News for Tuesday, July 26th, 2022. On July 19th, Hasbro held its quarterly investor call, and yet again, WotC is killing it. Apparently, every major set has crossed the $100 million mark this year, and according to Chris Cox, MTG is 70 to 80% of WotC's business. So that means we're getting that high production value Netflix series about MTG lore any day now, right? Oh. I mean, I like D&D, and I actually think this movie is going to be fun, but okay. Please note, I'm not saying D&D shouldn't get this movie. It should, and I'm actually looking forward to watching it. But if WotC is running on 80% MTG revenue, then yank the Magic the Gathering show out of developmental hell and give me my CGI Catman Ajani kicking Phyrexian ass, please? But an even bigger revelation is that it was announced that Arena is coming to Steam. This is especially exciting if you're not a fan of the Epic Games Store, which is where Arena has been exclusively available since its official release. And at my last count, those that dislike the Epic Games Store is everyone. So this is a big win for us all. On Thursday, July 21st, a day marked as a major announcement day for Magic, they did all of the announcing. Just all of it. Jumpstart 2022 will be coming out on December 2nd. This will be its own product in addition to the packs that will be released with upcoming sets, starting with Dominaria United. As for Dominaria United, along with all the other information they gave us, they also included the usual preview of some cards from the set. Kicker will be returning in this set, much like it does in every set, as the meme would have us believe. This time it's an interesting twist where it is a multicolored multi-kicker, sort of. You can play both color versions to get both effects, which is the multi part, but you can't pay the kicker multiple times beyond that. This card in particular is going to be part of a cycle. And here are the full art basic lands. I would like to point out that this is the third set in a row where somehow the full art basic lands are stupid gorgeous. The stained glass treatment is also going to be included on a bunch of different cards, according to Blake. The Buy a Box promo is going to be Llanowar Loam Speaker. As a quick aside, this card is, oh my god, I love it. Put it into my veins. The game day promos will be Touch the Spirit Realm, Workshop Warchief, as well as a Dominaria United card called Shivan Devastator. The store championship promos include Spell Pierce for showing up, Gilded Goose for making the top 8, and an Omnath Locus of Creation if you win the championship, and this version is a no-text full art, which I find hilarious. Like, this is Cryptic Command all over again. I think they're just trolling us at this point. Starting with pre-release for Dominaria United, there will be special promos for attending. The first one will be Sarah Angel in an old border with a 1993 in the corner of the art. Ball Lightning is another that will have 1994. These are the years that these cards were first printed. A selection of these promos will be printed in other languages. Findhorn Elf is an example, only being available in German with 1995 in the corner of the art. The first 3 will be available at the Dominaria United pre-release event, and the other 27 will be available at various events throughout the 30th anniversary celebration. They also briefly discussed the Wizards Presents event happening on August 18th, where they will do more announcing. It will be an announcement event that will cover all of WotC's properties. This will cover new MTG sets as well as a lead-in to Dominaria United previews. It will also be letting us know about the next few releases past the Brothers War. The commander deck colors and names were revealed. Painbow, which is all 5 colors, will have a commander named Jared Carthalion, and Legends Legacy, which is white, black, and red, with the commander Akita, Binder of Wills. These will be released on September 9th with the main set. Dominaria United Jumpstart will be replacing the old theme boosters and will have 10 themes. These packs will have 20 cards, 2 foil basics, and 2 rares. One of the rares is unique to the Jumpstart release, and the other is unique to Dominaria United. It will also include 1 non-foil stained glass treatment of the basic land. They are also going to have Legends Retold box toppers that will take 30 characters from Legends and update them to not suck. They can also be found in collector's boosters, and they will be in normal and foil etched versions. And the big news is Wizards is doing something called Lost Legends. In Dominaria United collector's boosters, there will be sprinkled in cards from Legends. Yes, the original set of Legends. Blake specifically stated around 3% of collector's boosters will have them. They also stated that some cards will not be included because they either were not cracked from the packs they found, or there is another reason. Like, oh, I don't know, so the artist of the card is profoundly racist, as well as maybe the card itself being profoundly racist. It's a myriad of valid reasons. Now, I'm sure your question is, how are they getting around the reserve list? Well, apparently there was a warehouse in the middle of nowhere that was closing down and notified Wizards that they had a bunch of stock they needed to come pick up. And when they got there, a couple of cases of Legends was there to greet them. Some folks are skeptical that this story is true and suspect that Wizards is just printing a bunch more Legends cards and calling it good. I initially was skeptical, but then I remembered when I worked for a dealership over 10 years ago, we lost about a dozen brand new Honda Accords for about a month, so I have no room to judge. On Friday, July 22nd, an Amazon listing for Jay and Ellie's next book, Magic the Gathering: The Visual Guide, showed up on the Amazon store. It included nice, big pictures of randomly selected pages within the book. 2 of those pages included major, and I mean major, spoilers for the upcoming story of Dominaria United, as well as a spoiler that people have been speculating about for years. I'm not going to reveal them here, but I linked to a Bolt the Bird article below where they included the spoilers, and I have read them, and I now have the sads. The 2 images that included the spoilers have been removed from the Amazon listing as of recording. There has been no comment from Wizards on the leak as of recording, and I suspect it's because they know what they did. Seriously, Wizards, I told you that. Let's get me back to my happy place to talk about Mark Rosewater's San Diego Comic-Con keynote that happened on Saturday, July 23rd. Here we got a good long look at Unfinity. To recap what we knew so far, it's a top-down set, it has a carnival theme park circus theme in space, it takes place at Myra the Magnificent's intergalactic astrotorium of fun, over half the cards in Unfinity will be black bordered and playable in Eternal formats. Some cards will have an acorn hollow foil stamp, which means they are not legal in Eternal, what was previously called silver bordered. This acorn stamp can be on any rarity. Cards that do not have the stamp or rares and mythics that have the normal hollow foil stamp are legal in Eternal formats. Sadly, Silver Border is no more and will not be printed in future sets. If you want an awesome history on Silver Border, check out Spice 8 Rack's video on the topic. It's awesome. As is tradition with unsets, there will be full art basic lands. They're calling them Spacek lands here because, get it, dad joke. But Unfinity is pushing this even further. There will be planetary bound full art lands and orbital full art lands. Unfinity will include full art shock lands that have a space theme, and it will be all 10 of them. There will be 30 legendary cards that will have a cosmic showcase frame and art in addition to the regular frames and art. The art was done on the regular version of the card, then that art was sent to another artist to do their version of it in their style. So that is actually everything we knew so far. But now, we know a lot more. Here's the new stuff. Planetary bound full art lands will show up slightly more often than orbital ones. There will be a full art foil shock land box topper in booster boxes. The packs will include 14 cards and 1 playable game object. This playable game object will be sticker cards. Cards that have stickers printed on them that can be pulled off and placed on other cards. The glue is like post-it note glue and will not damage the cards. This has yet to be tested by the collector market, so more to come on the truism of this statement. The reason the set was delayed was because the company that made the glue went out of business, so they had to source new glue. These cards are legal in Eternal formats. If you wish to use these in Constructed, you choose 10 sticker sheets prior to the game, and then randomly select 3 before the game starts. In Limited, you just get the stickers you open in the pack like you do the token. You don't draft them. And the way they work is various cards will give you tickets. Think energy from Kaladesh, and then the card will tell you to place a sticker. Sometimes it will tell you to place a specific type of sticker. You will then use the tickets to pay for a sticker. Stickers have a ticket cost, and then place it on a card. There are name stickers, art stickers, ability stickers, and power and toughness stickers. This sticker sheet may not make sense, but essentially you can use 2 tickets to put the 1 power 5 toughness on your card to modify its power and toughness. You can only put stickers on non-land cards you own. There are 48 sticker cards, all unique. Power and toughness will repeat on some, but that is the only duplicate. Everything else is unique. It also has been confirmed by Mark Rosewater that you don't need the actual sticker sheet or sticker, and you can use slips of paper, etc. The stickers themselves will stay on a card if they are in a public zone, so Battlefield, Graveyard, Exile, they'll stay on. But if the card goes into a hidden zone, like a library or a hand, then they go away. And this has been accepted by the community without issue, and we are all looking forward to the release on October 7th. Yeah, I wrote that last line before the keynote actually happened because apparently I'm delusional and live in a fantasy land. The actual reception has been more divisive. Some are complaining about the risk these stickers pose to the precious cards we love, while others are complaining about how these will destroy Magic because it's yet another thing like dungeons, counters, tokens, etc. to keep track of. One note on the risk that these pose. If that's your problem, then just stick them on the sleeves. Nothing says you have to stick it on the actual card. You can just put it on the sleeves that your cards are probably already in. And if you don't use sleeves, then these cards aren't that precious to you then, are they? A sticky note ain't gonna hurt them. Personally, I'm excited for them because, in my humble opinion, none of the designs will be viable in any constructed format, and they will mostly remain within the Unfinity environment of play, and maybe in some corners of Commander where people are willing to put funny hats on demons for giggles. So I think we all just need to calm down. That about does it for today. Like, subscribe, follow me on TikTok and Twitter at FDS MTG, and click on Ooh, I almost forgot. I have merch now. Well, I've had merch for a while, but I can actually put it on my videos now because YouTube actually did a solid for small creators. So go down there and check out the merch shelf. I don't know if they call it the merch shelf anymore, but I've got my logo shirt, which I would imagine I'm the only person on the planet who actually wants to wear that. But I do have other shirts that you might find interesting. Funny things I've heard and said during games I think are fun. So check them out. If you want one, pick them up. It's from Spring, formerly Teespring, and it would help out the channel a lot. Thank you so much. And click on stuff. Kicker will be returning in this. This time, it's an interesting twist where it is a multicolored mulky, but you can't play, but you can't pay the kick. This card is going to, the game day promos, as well as a Dominaria, told you, this is going to be a fun set, as well as Dominaria United, the store championship. I'm just over here making up words. Fiend, Painbow, which is a 5-color, and the other is unique to Dominaria. One of the rares is unique to Jumpstart, and it notifies with. We lost about a dozen brand new. I'm not going to discuss them here, but I linked to a bolt the board. Planetary bound full art lands will show up slightly more often than orbital ones. Planetary bound four arts. There will be a full art foil shock. This show is part of the CIP network, inspiring creativity, one episode at a time.